Hi everybody, this is going to be a three-part video. The first one is going to be me talking about my garden and pansies. The second part will be the tutorial for the Rainforest passport page, and the last item will be Flight of the Bumblebee video. It's a guy playing the piano and it's really fun to watch, and I love the song. It really sounds like bees, so listen to it and tell me what you think. And there are a couple other added videos on there, Bumblebee, and there's these two other weird guys doing Flight of the Bumblebee in Bumblebee costumes. So just make sure when you go to my YouTube site to scroll down. I think there's a playlist at the very bottom of that. And when you click on that, it shows all the other videos that I've included, like music videos and like True Colors and Let Me Be Your Llama and the Rainforest and movie and all sorts of other things. So make sure to check that out. I always add things to it, so check it and keep updated. All right, enjoy. Hi everybody. Today I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite flowers, pansies. I have a best friend. Her name is Sheila, and we've known each other since we were a year and a half old. And when I was little, she was a ballerina, and she performed in a show. My cat just jumped on my lap. You might see a kitty tail. She performed in a show, and she played a pansy. So ever since that, I have loved pansies. So there are a few other things about pansies I love. Pansies come in all sorts of different colors. They come in orange, they come in yellow, they come in kind of a bluish, purple, red, black. They even come in black. And if you ever get pansies, smell them. Do I smell it, Pip? Pip likes how it smells too. Pansies have a wonderful scent. They smell like a rose. He wants to eat it. It smells so good. Pansies really smell good. So make sure when you get them that you give them a nice smell. People really don't know that about pansies, Pip. The other thing I love about them is they keep growing flowers. So if you see a pansy that looks like this, see how it's kind of crumpled up and it doesn't look pretty like this one? This is a deadhead. No, not like the markers at school, an actual flower deadhead. And what you want to do is you want to break it off and then throw it onto the ground because it will compost. It's part of nature and it will compost back into the ground. And then you'll get more flowers from it. But the other thing I love about pansies is they have two eyes, a nose, and a beard. They have little faces. See, I'm a pansy face. Two eyes, a nose, and a beard. So when you look at pansies, really look at their faces. They're so cute and they're so beautiful. I don't know, they almost are like a little teddy bear flower. You just want to snuggle up with them. Now, if you notice in the very middle, that is where a bee will come along. If a bee landed on this pansy, it would land right there. It would take the proboscis, you know, that straw-like tongue that it has, just like a butterfly, and it would put it into that spot right there and extract the nectar. It would also, you can't see it very well, right here, there are these little fuzzy places. That's where the pollen is. So the bees, while they're extracting the nectar, would get pollen on their cute little fuzzy bodies. And then they would go to the next flower and pollinate it, and the next one, and the next one. Remember, bees are really important for pollination. Flowers don't have arms, so the bees help to spread the pollen from flower to flower, which makes the flowers have more flowers, and which makes vegetables have flowers so they can have fruit. So without the bees, we wouldn't have all the beautiful flowers and we wouldn't have a lot of fruits and vegetables that we love to eat. So big thing. So pansies, love them. And you can probably buy them right now. Pansies really like the cool weather. So right now is the perfect time to plant them if you can find them anywhere. I have some here at the tiny house. So if you drive by, you can see these red pansies out front, and I also have daffodils, those beautiful yellow flowers with the trumpets, and tulips. I should have red tulips pretty soon. But if you're ever by the tiny house, make sure to take a look at the color that I've got coming out of my garden. Pansies! I love them. get in my face. The other thing I wanted to talk about is gardening. Right now is the perfect time to start cleaning out your garden. Usually we wait a little bit because you don't know it, but underneath all the leaves and maybe all the dead plants that you have in your garden are bees that are hibernating, and other like woolly bears. I've found like 6 woolly bears so far while I've been cleaning up my garden, and a lot of good bugs need the dirt and the cover to keep them protected during the winter months. So I've been cleaning up my gardens at my other house that my kids rent, and the garden is just starting to look so beautiful. I'm cleaning up all the dead leaves and branches and stems and trying to get the garden in order so my tulips and the things that are blooming right now are right in front and showcased in my garden. Tulips and daffodils and hyacinth and iris, all those kinds of flowers. The lilacs are going to start blooming. All the things that are bulbs that we plant in the fall are blooming now. So I want you to make sure that when you are out on walks, you are looking for all of this nature's art. Nature is starting to show herself again, and that's why I love spring. Look at the trees. They're all fuzzy. They're ready to bloom. You'll notice lilac bushes have there's the starts of their buds are coming out, and pretty soon you'll see that. There are trees that are flowering, and if you walk by them, stop and listen, because I bet there will be tons of bees on them, buzzing around collecting nectar and pollen. So please, when you're going on walks or if you're at a park, look for nature's wonders. They're everywhere right now, and they're popping up before our eyes, and sometimes we just walk right by them without noticing them. So please make sure to do that. Also, I've seen some photos of some of you starting to build your gardens or plant your gardens. I have my gardens up in the window at the classroom. So if you ever come by, peek in the windows, because you'll see the root view gardens, and you'll see my little eggshell gardens there. Dolly Mama and Lollipop are also peering out the window because they really miss you. And if you sent me cards or pictures, I have them hanging up on the windows too. And sometimes if you peek in, you might even see Miss Pamela or Miss Chris. So come by and visit us. We're not there all the time, but sometimes you'll catch a glimpse of us. And please send me any pictures of your plants that you've done. And if you want to send me a video of the bee waggle dance, that would be great also. So next week we're going to start talking about wishing rocks and Anooksooks. I will let you know all about those the next time. All right, bye-bye. Hello and welcome to the Rainforest Passport tutorial entry. When you open up your passport to the Rainforest page, you will see 4 brown lines on the drawing page. And what you want to do to these is you want to take your brown marker and you want to give them roots. These are the kapok trees, those tall old trees that don't grow back easily, and they're very tall and their roots are very strong, so you want some very strong roots underneath them. Then the other you're going to do is green. You just need brown, green, and yellow for this passport page. I should have said that right earlier. Brown, green, and yellow. Then you're going to take the green and you are going to draw the tree tops. Now, tree tops are never the same, so you just draw the tree tops the way you want to. I'm going to make one that's kind of round and fluffy, and then I'm going to make one that's kind of longer like this one. Kapok trees are kind of longer like that. Because that's the canopy of the rainforest, right? The very tops of the trees is the canopy. And then we want to do a couple of squiggly vines because the animals like monkeys and birds, monkeys like to swing on them and birds like to hang on them, and I'm even adding one for them to swing. And the last thing you have to do with the green is you want to make leaves. In the rainforest and in our land, trees are always dropping leaves. Mostly we see this in the fall, but they do it throughout the year, and they drop sticks and bugs die and birds poop and other animals die on the ground, and it rains and the sun comes out, and this ground down here produces natural compost. It's nature's way of breaking down other things and providing food, because the compost makes the ground rich and allows more things to grow. That's why the rainforest is so great, because it is rich in all sorts of nutrients and medicines and animals and insects and plants. And it's just, we just love it. The other thing you might want to do, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, is you can add a sunshine. So I'm just going to add sunshine on the side here, because there is a lot of sun in the rainforest, right? Because it's hot and steamy. But not all parts, not all layers of the rainforest get the sunshine. So we'll just put it up there above the canopy, and hopefully some of it will shine down to the animals below. I'm not going to put any stickers on, but I will be sending some stickers with you in your packet, and just put them wherever you want. It's your choice. And that is how you do your rainforest passport entry. Toodaloo. And that was the flight of the bumblebee.